Managing diabetes requires constant attention, especially at lunchtime, because what you eat can make or break your afternoon. The wrong foods set you up for an energy crash, but the right meal can fuel your body, satisfy your taste buds, and stabilize your blood sugar for hours to come. Today, we're exploring 3 game changing lunch options for diabetics. Now, these aren't just boring diet meals that will leave you feeling unsatisfied. We're about to show you 3 easy to prepare but nutritionally loaded and flavor packed dishes specifically designed to keep you energized without sending your blood sugar on a roller coaster ride. Many lunch favorites appear to give you what your body needs, but the reality is, your typical lunches are probably making you unwell. Processed proteins, like with deli meats, simple carbohydrates, like with white bread, and unhealthy fats, like with French fries, can set you up for an inflammatory, glucose spiking, and crashing afternoon. Instead, your lunches are most likely in dire need of more lean proteins, complex carbohydrates, and healthy fats. This trio works together to provide sustained energy, satiety, and they will prevent rapid spikes in blood sugar. So let's do a bit of a midday makeover here and properly fuel your afternoon without that immediate blood sugar spike or a late day crash. And a great place to start is with this energizing helping of lean protein: pan-seared salmon salad. This meal isn't only a nutritional powerhouse, it's easy to prepare and should keep you full for hours to come. Start with a base of mixed greens. Spinach or arugula are excellent choices. That's because they will give you digestion-slowing fiber, along with nitrates, which help to lower blood pressure. Leafy greens offer up a big helping of antioxidants, especially quercetin, which works to reduce diabetes-related oxidative stress and inflammation. Spinach is also a good source of vitamin K and the plant pigment lutein, both of which work to improve memory and brain health. Next, let's add some nutrient-packed salad staples. How about a few slices of red bell pepper? This gives you a burst of flavor and a jolt of capsanthin, a powerful antioxidant carotenoid that has been shown to support eye health for type 2 diabetics. If you have a few extra minutes to saute up some broccoli florets, go for it. But don't be afraid of fresh, uncooked broccoli either. This cruciferous veggie is an excellent source of sulforaphane, a crucial plant compound that activates detoxification pathways and reduces glucose production in the liver. Now, instead of using a potentially high-fat, high-sodium, high-sugar, preservative-laden store-bought salad dressing, create your own. We recommend mixing 1/4 cup of extra virgin olive oil with 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, plus a squeeze of lemon juice and salt and pepper to taste. Olive oil gives you heart-healthy monounsaturated fats, which help to reduce harmful LDL cholesterol. Olive oil also contains oleocanthal, an anti-inflammatory compound that can work in a similar fashion as ibuprofen. Even in small amounts, apple cider vinegar can do your body a world of good, as it has been shown to reduce fasting blood sugar, HbA1c levels, and insulin resistance. ACV has also exhibited anti-obesity effects and may aid your satiety and reduce your overall calorie intake. And a squeeze of lemon juice will go a long way towards aiding your diabetes management, as it supplies a wealth of cell-protecting antioxidants. Lemon juice has also been shown to lower blood pressure and cholesterol, and it can aid liver function and detoxification. Now, let's talk about the main event, your heart-healthy salmon. This lean meat is one of the world's best sources of protein and healthy fats. Biofunctional peptides in salmon protein have been linked to antihypertensive and anti-diabetic properties, meaning eating salmon protein can contribute to better cardiovascular and metabolic health. Plus, salmon is rich in essential fatty acids, especially powerful omega-3 fats, which actively work to improve insulin sensitivity by reducing inflammation and improving antioxidant capacity. Alright, it's time to get to your cooking. Start with one 4 to 6 ounce portion of wild-caught salmon per person. Feel free to add your dry rub of choice to the flesh side of the salmon, or hit it with a good amount of salt and pepper. Over medium-high heat, add in a tablespoon of regular olive oil. Next, place your salmon cuts on your no-stick, preheated pan, skin side down. After about 4 minutes, or when the skin is nice and crispy, flip the salmon. After another 4 to 5 minutes, it should be done. Add your salmon to your salad and voila! You have a delicious, cardioprotective, glucose-stabilizing lunch that will keep you full and satisfied until dinner time. What do you think about this recipe? Got any tips to supercharge its flavor and its diabetes-fighting powers? Tell us your ideas in the comment section below. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, let's move on to a hearty and warming lunch that is perfect for getting you through a cold winter afternoon. Kale and red lentil soup. Here's your chance to whip up a nutrient-packed meal in about 30 minutes, with plenty of leftovers for an even quicker lunch later in the week. When it comes to soups, you can really custom tailor it to your liking, but here's what we suggest. Include 1 white onion, 3 to 4 cloves of garlic, a few celery stalks, 1 cup of uncooked red lentils, a can of diced tomatoes, 4 to 5 cups of low-sodium vegetable broth, an extra cup of water, plus 1 to 2 teaspoons of cumin, a teaspoon of smoked paprika, and if you like it spicy, feel free to add a pinch of cayenne pepper. Also, you will need a tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil, and of course, a few good handfuls of chopped kale leaves. It sounds like a lot to deal with, but making this soup is surprisingly easy and relatively quick. Start by dicing up your onion and your garlic, and in a large pot, sauté the garlic in the olive oil over medium heat, stirring constantly so that it does not burn. It will begin to give off a lovely fragrant aroma after about 30 seconds, and then you know it's time to add in your onions and your roughly chopped celery. Continue cooking and stirring often for a few extra minutes. Next, add in and stir through your spices of choice. If you happen to have a bay leaf handy, toss that in as well. Now add in the full can of diced tomatoes, along with the broth and your red lentils. If it needs a bit more liquid, include the extra cup of water. Give it all a good stir, and raise your heat a bit until your soup begins to boil. Then reduce your heat so that the soup is simmering. All you have to do now is leave it uncovered and allow it to cook for another 20 to 25 minutes, or until the lentils are soft and fluffy. The final step is to add in the kale. Stir it through and allow it to cook just long enough to wilt, which should be just another minute or so. Give it some salt and pepper to taste, and your soup is now ready to enjoy. Just make sure to remove the bay leaf before serving. And here's some great news. Store any leftover soup in your fridge for up to 5 days. But if you allow your soup to cool and then add it to an airtight container, that can safely be stored in your freezer for up to 2 months. Now, why do we love this lunch so much? Let's start with those lentils. They are well documented for reducing post-meal blood glucose and insulin responses. Their high fiber and protein content slows digestion and glucose absorption, leading to a more stable glycemic response. And lentils are an excellent source of powerful antioxidants, including oxidative stress-reducing polyphenols and flavonoids, along with B vitamins, iron, and potassium, which can help to reduce blood pressure and cholesterol levels. And clinical studies have shown that including cooked lentils in your regular diet can significantly lower your fasting blood sugar. Now, most any herb or spice you choose, especially garlic, cumin, and paprika, offer a big jolt of anti-diabetes micronutrients. Garlic gives you the sulfur compound allicin, which exhibits anti-inflammatory properties that have been proven to aid arterial health and glucose regulation. Cumin contains the powerful flavonoids apigenin and luteolin, which protect against cancerous and diabetes-linked free radical damage. And would you believe, cayenne pepper is a great source of vitamin C. This famous antioxidant has been suggested to slow digestion, thereby improving post-meal blood sugar levels. All told, these and other delicious herbs and spices can stimulate insulin secretion and mimic the action of insulin. And they help to lower levels of artery-clogging LDL cholesterol, while also increasing levels of heart-helping HDL cholesterol. These effects work to reduce the risk of heart disease, insulin resistance, and type 2 diabetes. And let's give a hand to those diced tomatoes, because they give you a range of antioxidants, including beta-carotene and lycopene, which can help older diabetics reduce their risk of vision loss while protecting against the development of inflammatory conditions as well as several forms of cancer. Now, let's talk about kale. It contains the carotenoid pigments lutein and zeaxanthin. These plant compounds protect against diabetic retinopathy, and they are associated with reduced HbA1c levels. And kale has extremely high levels of glucosinolates, which not only help combat diabetes-related oxidative stress and inflammation, they may help inhibit the formation of harmful advanced glycation end products. All told, this midday soup will have you, your blood sugar, and your heart resting easy well into your afternoon. Alright, it's time to highlight a perfectly delicious twist on one of the most beloved lunch classics: a turkey and mozzarella lettuce wrap. Instead of sandwiching your healthy protein between 2 slices of carb-heavy white bread, go for a lettuce wrap. This lunch is perfect for those days when you need something quick and easy, but don't want to compromise on nutrition. So to strip away the carbs and supercharge your typically boring lunch, let's start with a large, crisp romaine or butter lettuce leaf, or a few leaves used as a makeshift bowl. Fill this base with sliced turkey breast. Just make sure to go for pre-cooked store-bought breasts, or use leftover home-baked turkey, rather than purchasing those highly processed, thin deli meat slices, which will undoubtedly contain a large amount of salt and other unhealthy preservative agents. But unprocessed, naturally baked turkey is an excellent source of lean protein. It's low in carbohydrates and saturated fat, but high in B vitamins, especially niacin or vitamin B3. Niacin is essential for producing specific enzymes involved in oxidation reduction reactions, DNA repair, and overall cell health. Plus, you can use turkey to aid your brain health. That's because niacin plays a neuroprotective role, meaning it may help in the management and prevention of age-related cognitive issues. Now add some fresh mozzarella cheese. Unlike many other cheeses, mozzarella is relatively low in sodium and calories while still providing calcium. Did you know? Higher dietary calcium intake is linked with lower insulin resistance, and a recent Japanese study showed that getting enough calcium works to significantly lower the risk of developing diabetic nephropathy. Plus, mozzarella is one of the best dairy-based sources of protein. This further helps to slow your digestion and can lead to a more gradual rise for your blood sugar. Next, let's add a few slices of tomatoes and cucumbers. This will reward you extra anti-diabetes and anti-inflammatory antioxidants, including lycopene, beta-carotene, vitamins A and C, magnesium, potassium, plus a whole lot of fiber and water content to keep you feeling full, hydrated, and satisfied for hours to come. But there's still more room in your sandwich, so why not include a few slices of avocado? This fan favorite is an excellent source of heart-helping monounsaturated fatty acids, especially oleic acid, which helps lower LDL cholesterol, while improving levels of artery-aiding HDL cholesterol. For added flavor without extra sugar, spread a thin layer of Dijon mustard, or better yet, whole grain mustard, on your lettuce leaves. Mustard is virtually carb-free, and the whole grain varieties give you anti-inflammatory phenolic compounds. This lettuce wrap allows you to enjoy a sandwich favorite without the blood sugar spike that often comes with eating bread. And its winning combination of protein, fiber, and healthy fats creates a balanced meal that keeps your hunger satiated and your blood sugar stabilized for the rest of the day.